What's up? It's Marco back on the Today's a Shocker channel. This week I'm going to be starting a new, running show that I'm going to be having during lulls between the international breaks, and that is This Week in Soccer. It's where I'm going to be covering all the American players and how they're doing, stuff that's happening at home with MLS, CONCACAF Champions League, all the national teams, and yeah, I'm going to be covering a bunch of players. I got a list of them in the description. If you want to add anybody to that, let me know. I probably forgot somebody, but I think it's a pretty decent list of players. Anyway, we'll jump into it. And the first thing is talking about the Champions League. We got a couple guys playing in it. First, Christian Pulisic. He came in as a substitute for Chelsea, and man, I was really excited to see him play. No, I mean he didn't start, which that means something, but he looked hurt during that Premier League game this weekend, and for him to be able to recover in time to play in the Champions League, that's just good to know. He's not injured. He's able to stay recovering, and if he can stay fit, that's huge for both Chelsea and America. He looked pretty good during the game. Decent substitute, got a couple good touches. I think that he does have a chance to start, and I mean Chelsea are looking prime for a Champions League run. I mean Porto, they should be able to beat them in the second leg again, and I mean, hey, once you get to the semifinals, anything can happen. So who knows? Maybe Pulisic could be part of a really good team. Anyway, another game, we had Giovanni Reyna. He came off the bench against Man City, his father's old club. Obviously, it was a different Man City when Claudio was there, but still, that's got to be cool to be going up against his dad's old team. And Holland as well, I think. Yeah, they got a bunch of old City players there. Wasn't that Sancho? Sancho was at City too, right? Where's he at? I think he was at City too. That's a lot of City connections with Dortmund, but man, came off the bench. They got a goal after he came on. Wasn't too involved in that, but still, it's awesome to see we have two guys playing in the Champions League right now in the quarterfinals, and Zack Steffen still at Man City as the backup. Not going to be playing much there. I'll get into him a little bit more later, but yeah, great to see some guys playing well in the Champions League. Then we had a couple of guys who I want to shout out for some really good performances. Daryl Dk, he's been on fire since he got to the Barnsley in the championship. He was on fire in the MLS too, but man, he's been great. Physical beast. I mean, I think we all know how strong he is. When he comes on, you can see like a shift in how Barnsley plays. He's the focal point of their attacks. He can just get the ball to him. He's got to work on his whole play a bit, but like you can see the potential there. He's got some great moments, and he's a natural finisher. He's been pulling off some amazing goals, and I don't think we've had a striker like this who has just the potential to be that big guy up front who can hold the ball, which is going to be huge for us with how talented our wingers are. And with his finishing ability, the sky's the limit for Daryl Dk. But yeah, he's been helping Barnsley into the playoff spots, and yeah, he could get them promoted, which is really weird to say, but yeah, like 7 goals in 14 games, and Barnsley they've got some good momentum going. They could go up to the Premier League, and I think Barnsley avoided relegation by like a couple points last year, and just they've been good anyway. But adding him, and man, if DK can get to the Premier League, which seems possible, that's going to be huge. Staying in the Championship, somebody I wanted to mention who I haven't seen many people talk about, but Cameron Carter-Vickers has quietly been having a really solid season for Bournemouth. He arrived there from Tottenham in the summer. He picked up an injury pretty soon, but he's been starting on the team, again, pushing for promotion. They're going to be in the playoff spots along with Barnsley, hopefully. I think there are 7 teams who really have a chance to get into the promotion spots, so either one of Bournemouth or Barnsley is going to be in there, probably both. But yeah, he's been playing really well, starting. He's been playing pretty solidly. And man, if he can keep this up, I mean, maybe get himself back in that national team conversation. I mean, even when he was at Tottenham this summer, Jose Mourinho seemed to like him, and that can mean a lot. He's been doing really well. Last year he did great for Luton. Was a big part of them staying up, and now he's a part of Dortmund pushing for promotion. Maybe that leads to a Premier League move for him. But either way, Cameron Carter-Vickers, he's been very exciting. Somebody you need to keep an eye on. I think a lot of people gave up on him, but yeah, somebody could be really good. Next, I want to mention Tyler Boyd. I'm not too sure if he fits in the team long term, but he's just been on a tear in Turkey lately. I think it's 5 goals in the last 3 games, so great job by him. Hopefully he keep that up, and if he can, I mean, hey, that's another asset we can have. And lastly, just one of the guys I wanted to mention, George Bello. He had a solid performance for Atlanta in the CONCACAF Champions League. He's a guy who could probably move on pretty soon from the MLS. He won a penalty for them, kept a clean sheet. And yeah, he's probably our second most exciting left back we have right now, if you count Dest as only a right back, right behind Robinson. So, yeah, good for him. Really good performance by him, and yeah, hoping to see him progress. Next, I want to talk about a couple guys who have been linked with some moves away from their clubs. These aren't too hard facts, just links, nothing real. Chris Richards, he's been on loan from Bayern at Hoffenheim. He's been starting there. I saw something that Hoffenheim wanted him permanently. It was on Twitter, and the source wasn't even verified. I think it's a podcast, so can't say too much. But the fact that idea is getting floated out, it means he's doing well enough there that idea is out there, and he has been playing pretty well at Hoffenheim. So that is good to see. Next, Conrad De La Fuente, or maybe just Conrad. He's been linked with a move away from Barcelona. I think that makes sense. I mean, you're not going to start over Messi. They put so much money in Dembele. He's not going to be playing over him. And between all their options up top, it's going to be tough for him to get in. I mean, gotta say I'm a little bit worried. I mean, we've seen a lot of guys just flame out after leaving Barcelona. Bojan's one that comes to mind immediately. And yeah, ending up at Stoke isn't as good as it used to be. So, but hey, I mean, it could work out for him. I mean, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he left Barcelona. It turned out great for him. Neymar's been doing well since leaving there. I mean, obviously you can't compare Conrad to them, but it's not like it's doom and gloom if he leaves Barcelona. Part of me would want him to stay. I think they're a club that always likes to play their younger players, and I don't know, because I feel like him staying in that club would be good for him, because if there's that chance that breakthrough could come, but at the same time, I mean, is it going to be likely? I mean, I've seen them linked with Di Maria, but at the same time, seen Messi might leave, and it's all kind of up in the air, so that's something we kind of want to see play out of it. And lastly, Matthew Hoppe, I think I called him Hope in the past, which I'm still disappointed it's not Hope, but he's been linked with a move away from Schalke, with them all but guaranteed to get relegated. Moves have been just about everywhere. I think, I'm not even sure where I'd like him to go. I saw Ajax was one. That would definitely be a good link, good move for him, but yeah, just too many to really, have anything solid to go on, but yeah, something I want to mention. Okay, next on to just a couple incidents. Weston McKinney, he had a bit of a mistake when he had a party back in Juventus, so in Turin, I should say. But he had a party, and that got him benched for a game. So yeah, but he's back in the team. Didn't do too much. And Yunus Musa, I haven't seen anything on him specifically, but he's a part of Valencia, and they just had to deal with that incident over there. So hoping he's staying strong through all this. It's going to be a big test for him. A couple guys who not really anything pressing with them right now, but I wanted to mention them. Tim Weah and Brendan Aaronson are both are part of title challenges right now. Tim Weah is helping Lille. They just got a big win against PSG, and he's been playing pretty well for them ever since his move, since he's been able to finally get healthy again. And it looks like they've got a really good shot at winning the league on, so good for him. Hopefully he can keep that up. Hopefully they can finish the job. And Brendan Aaronson, since his move to Leipzig, he's, Leipzig always dominant, but he's been a big part of that title challenge. He's a starter for them. And Jesse Marsch, the coach of that team, American guy, maybe he's leading the national team in a few years. Like to see them develop, and great for them to be just leading those charges. So then a couple of things to look out for in the future. Zack Steffen, he's the backup at Man City right now, and man, I've got a rant in me about us not having a single starting keeper in Europe right now, but him being the cup goalkeeper for Man City, he's going to be starting the League Cup final hopefully in a few weeks. Maybe he can continue that Casey Keller legacy of League Cup winning keepers for America. So good for him. Hopefully he's able to get that dub. And Serginho Dest, he's going to be playing in El Clasico for Barcelona pretty soon this weekend. So really looking out for that. Last thing I want to talk about for individual players, Richard Ledesma, who thought it was for Carter Ledesma or Richie Ledesma, but Richard Ledesma. Good old Dick is back running after his injury. He tore his ACL, which obviously that sucks. It was just after a great performance in the national team shirt, but he's back running again now. Hopefully he'll be 100% by the start of next season. So good to see Richard Ledesma coming back. Okay, so that's it for individual players. CONCACAF Champions League went pretty well for the American teams. Atlanta, Philly, and Columbus, they all took the lead in their first leg game, and Portland and Toronto both drew. No losses. Good, I say American like Toronto, but they got a good amount of American players, so yeah, good results all around in the CONCACAF Champions League. Hopefully all those teams can go through. I mean, not too likely, but hey, if it happens, it happens, And looking ahead to this week, right now, actually, we've got a Fulham against Wolves game going on. Anthony Robinson's playing. Owen Atawasawi and Tim Ream are on the bench. That's probably something be looking to check out. Lille continues their title push. As I mentioned before, Tim Way, hopefully he'll be playing. Didn't check that lineup yet. Then Saturday, we got El Clasico. Serginho Dest is going to be playing. Christian Pulisic, we get to see him against Crystal Palace for Chelsea. We got Werder Bremen against RB Leipzig. Josh Sargent and Tyler Adams playing. We got a women's international friendly against Sweden. Then rounding out the week, we had a Valencia and Juventus games. Good chance to see McKinney and Yunus Musa. A couple other guys are going to be playing Boa Vista with Reggie Cannon, a couple others, but those are the main ones I wanted to shout out. And, man, that's about it for that. MLS is back next Friday. That's something to look forward to. Got a couple of good prospects to keep an eye on. Got them listed in the description, the guys I want my eye on. If you want anybody else added, let me know. NWSL is back, but U.S. women's national team is going on right now, and I think all the best players did get called up, so not too sure how interesting that's going to be, but it is back. Also, I was looking up, Sky Blue FC changed their name to Gotham. I know that's a nickname for New York, but it's like, really? You're just calling yourself Gotham? I don't know. The MLS has got Columbus Crew and LA Galaxy, so I don't know. But anyway, that's all I've talked about. Fun week for USA and soccer. Hopefully I can make this a thing. Let me know about players you want to add. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you.